Welcome to today's video where we debunk common pet myths. It's essential to understand our pets and their unique needs. Today we will bust some popular pet misconceptions that often lead to misunderstandings. So, sit tight as we dive into the world of pet myths and facts. First up, we tackle the myth that dogs only see in black and white. The truth is, dogs do see colors, just not the same way we do. Their world is primarily painted in shades of blue and yellow. This is due to the types of photoreceptor cells in their eyes, called cones. While humans have 3 types of cones that perceive red, green, and blue, dogs only have 2 types, one for blue and one for yellow. So, your furry friend's world isn't just black and white after all. Now let's clear the air about cats always landing on their feet. Cats do have a remarkable knack for twisting their bodies mid-air to land upright, thanks to their flexible backbone and lack of a functional collarbone. But it's not an absolute guarantee. Sometimes, especially in short falls, cats may not have enough time to adjust their position. Plus, landing isn't always injury-free. So, remember, not every fall ends well for our feline friends. Moving on, we debunk the myth that milk is good for all cats and dogs. Contrary to popular belief, many adult cats and dogs are actually lactose intolerant. While it's true that kittens and puppies drink their mother's milk, this tolerance often fades as they grow. Consuming milk in adulthood can lead to a host of digestive issues, from discomfort to diarrhea. So, think twice before offering your pet a milk treat. A healthy pet is a happy pet, after all. Next up, we tackle the myth about fish having a 3-second memory. This notion couldn't be further from the truth. Scientific studies show that fish are quite the little intellectuals of the sea. They can learn and remember routines, show us how they can recognize their owners, and even solve simple problems. That's right, your pet fish might be more aware than you think. So next time you're feeding your fish, remember, they've probably been expecting you. Clearly fish are smarter than they get credit for. Now let's debunk the myth about dogs aging 7 years for every human year. This popular saying is a bit of an oversimplification. In reality, our furry friends age more rapidly during their early years, and it doesn't stop there. The rate of aging also varies depending on the breed and size of the dog. A small dog's age progression, for example, might differ significantly from that of a large breed, so dog years aren't as straightforward as we thought. We move on to hamsters and the myth that hibernating hamsters are sick. It's a common misconception, but let's set the record straight. Hamsters, particularly dwarf hamsters, occasionally enter a state called torpor. This is a kind of hibernation, a natural behavior that allows them to conserve energy when conditions aren't ideal. So if you see your hamster less active or seemingly asleep for an extended period, don't panic. It's not a sign of illness. Remember, your hamster might just be taking a long nap. Let's now debunk the myth that all snakes are venomous. In reality, the snake world is diverse and fascinating. Out of the roughly 3,000 snake species that grace our planet, only a minority are venomous. The vast majority of snakes are non-venomous and pose no risk to humans. So, while it's wise to be cautious around unfamiliar snakes, remember that not all are equipped with venomous fangs. Rest assured, not all snakes are out to get us with their venom. Next, we tackle the myth about dogs wagging their tails only when happy. Contrary to popular belief, a wagging tail is not always an indicator of joy. In fact, it can be a means of communication, expressing a wide range of emotions. Fear, anxiety, and even aggression can be conveyed through a dog's tail wag. The context, such as the dog's environment or the presence of certain stimuli, plays a significant role in interpreting these signals. So, a wagging tail isn't always a happy tail. On to opossums and the myth about them playing dead as a defense mechanism. It's a common misconception that opossums choose to play dead when they sense danger. But the truth is far more fascinating. Instead, they actually enter an involuntary catatonic state. This is a reaction triggered by extreme fear, not a conscious decision. They simply appear to be playing dead because they become rigid and unresponsive. So remember, opossums aren't playing dead, they're just really scared. Finally, we debunk the myth that talking to plants helps them grow. Plants, being the sophisticated organisms they are, respond primarily to tangible factors. Light, water, nutrients, these are the languages plants understand best. Although some studies hint at vibrations possibly influencing plant growth, the act of conversing with your leafy friends isn't a significant factor. So, while your plants might enjoy your company, they don't necessarily need your conversation. And that's a wrap on our journey through pet myths and facts. We've traveled from the color vision of dogs, through the gravity-defying cats, to the surprising memory of fish, and even touched on the misunderstood behavior of opossums. We've seen that many popular myths are simply not true. Remember, when it comes to our beloved pets, it's important to base our care on facts, not fiction. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing content.